Hey, excuse me. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Night Cruise block. My name is Blark257. I'm here with Studebaker Hawk. Welcome.
What's good, everybody? How are we doing? This is our first time casting together. I'm super excited, Blark.
Yeah, it should be fun.
It should be a good time. No, man, I'm really loving all the layouts we've got going on here. The production has just been insane, but we've got Arizona and Mountain Time versus Mexico happening with the regional crews here. Over here, kind of West Coast. Little action should be pretty good. If you guys want to check out who's in each crew, you can always do !crews in the chat. So go ahead and throw that on over.
I mean, we've got some crew captains, Axe and Eddie Mexico, who've been in the scene for a really long time, and a lot of players who've been around the block, who, you know them one way or another. And I think I have heard of everybody on both of these crew rosters. That's really sick, and I think this is pretty close.
I think so. I think Mexico's got some sleeper picks. I think that Pantera has been showing up lately. Really super solid Falcon. Won a tournament over, I think, Poppy a while ago, just earlier either this week or last week. Far, of course, is pretty well known, and then Lag and JPEG are both really solid. Lag is the
Far used to have the exclamation point, right?
I think Far has the exclamation point. Yeah.
It's not on the spreadsheet. Did you take it out?
Yeah. Well, who knows? Might be a small one, but
yeah.
AZ runs deep too, man. I don't actually know OKP. I know of CPU0, and of course I know Silly Kyle.
OKP is a Pikachu player.
Oh, damn, we got two?
He's got wins on S2J, Bobby Big Balls, those sort of people.
Okay,
really impressive resume of net play wins, especially considering like most people think Pikachu struggles a little online. So really solid, definitely contributing to kind of the off the wall nature of, like I would say both of these teams. Like Mexico has a Roy on it, right? Like is Lag a Marth main who just plays Roy all the time, or an actual Roy main?
Lag is an honest to god Roy main with
an
solid
honest Roy main.
Yeah, solid Marth. Is Hylian the same Hylian from like the Brawl days?
I really don't know. I wasn't there.
I'm not certain, but there used to be a really good Brawl Ice Climbers player. His name was Hylian. I'm not sure if it is the same one. Oh my goodness, chat's telling us. That's crazy.
That's nuts. Yeah, some people just hang around a really long time. Like I know there's like the Japanese player Rain, who's been just like playing top 2 since Melee. He's like an ultimate player now, but he entered into the Jack Garden tournament. I think he put Bomb Soldier in losers.
Holy cow.
Like some people have just been around, dude.
Yeah, they've just been hanging out.
Yeah.
Looks like we got our first game coming up here. I'm wondering who they're going to send in first from each of our teams here. Kind of a wonky situation with counter picks when there's 2 Pikachus and a Roy in your crew.
Yeah. And you can't count on everybody else is kind of throwing things off as well, right? Like, just looking down the lineup, I don't know that Mexico has any Foxes. And that's unusual.
Yeah,
right? Like,
we got Luigi, we got Roy, Ice Climbers possibly, Falco, Marth. We got some Falcon, some diversity there. On the other side, of course, 2 Pikachus. Meds could go either Fox or Marth. Pi, of course, and John Wick, both Marth players.
Right.
CPU0, I believe, is a Fox?
Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, Kyle is a Peach legend. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no,
there's a really common thing you see in crews where like one team is a Fox, or the team is a Marth, and the team with the Marth just waits for the Fox and Marth FDs.
Yeah, you just kind of cycle around for it and hope you get the counter pick.
Yeah. And that's not a dynamic we're going to see here.
No, we saw it a lot in the last crew.
Someone is going to figure out what to do about the Roy. Someone's going to figure out what to do about both of the Pikachu.
Gosh, yeah. I wonder if they'll just send in Pantera, or they're just going to try to make it as weird as possible and get Luigi to play in there. Who knows?
Right. Okay, we have the lineups in front of us now. So Mexico has a Falco, a Falcon, 2 Marths, and of course Eddie the Luigi. And Arizona has Pikachu, Fox, Marth, Puff, Pikachu again.
Okay,
so CPU0 is Puff.
Yeah, it looks as though Silly Kyle and Lag are substitutes if need be, if someone has to go top or something. But This is going to be interesting. We're starting off. We've got John Wick, Bimbo. John Wick really made a splash in the scene a few years back, defeating everyone's favorite Spaceys for a couple times.
Right.
But didn't really travel out of Arizona at all. Very much sticks in the area, but very, very solid. The Uriarte brothers, he and his brother Tank are some serious doubles fiends, man. These guys are crazy good.
Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah, John Wick's one of those players where, I don't hear about him for a long time, and then he appears in a tournament, and I go, oh, yeah, I wonder where he's been. And the secret is the tournament's always in the Southwest.
Absolutely. Yeah, he doesn't really make much moves outside of the state. But Bimbo, one of the Bimbo Mexico, as they all like to take as their surname, kind of. Very, very solid Falco. Made a pretty big jump over in the 2018-2019 player rankings, and very excited to see him back at events and like playing on net play.
Sure.
Rollback really made it easier for all of us because, man, even living in Texas, connecting to Mexico sometimes was a bit of a struggle. So now it's a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a big development over the previous delay netcode.
We're international now, Mr. Worldwide.
Falco Marth.
Absolutely. This matchup, I feel like Falco gets to control. Ooh! He knew. Falco gets to control a lot of space, but like Marth just death touches him so many times.
Right. Yeah. It's an interesting matchup just because, like, Marth's big, I feel like, big area of expertise is like the ground base, and Falco was better than maybe anybody at shutting that off. But the punch game is so strong. It's hard. You can't really say Falco wins. Most people wouldn't say it's even an even matchup. I think most people would say Marth wins. I think it's even, but like I can understand why most people don't think that.
Yeah, definitely in my mind it's even, but super stage dependent. I think that FD is just sort of the great equalizer.
Spacey Marth, the old standby.
Absolutely.
Oh, he gets the shine, but no follow up off it.
Yeah, he's still chasing him down, keeping him ledge to ledge.
Kill. So this is a percent where, like, and you see it here, like a lot of moves from Marth are gonna just start getting so many combos into tippers or anything, just get him off stage. As he tries to convert the edge guard, can't quite get it, and now he's in pressure, gets a grab out.
I think that as time has gone on, we've gotten like we've seen a lot of power shielding in the meta, of course, but like a lot of it has become I don't want to be in shield versus Falco at all. You'll see a lot of the times Zane will actually jump into lasers so he can mash forward air out. You just saw an attempt there from John Wick as well to do the same thing.
Double dip,
a lot of that, a lot of dash back
follow up.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't have the spacing. I just got tripped up with the bear there. He's trying to get out of the corner now. Big threatening jumps from Bimbo Mexico.
So he's keeping it pretty steady here. Can he clean it up?
Absolutely. He's using himself in the air, just being in the air, not doing anything, so well. Just kind of the threat of like a bear or something. You can kind of keep John Wick in the corner without pressing A.
Oh, right.
Oh, he misses his short hop.
Oh
you don't see that too often from Marth.
Yeah, you get that drop punish there. Can John Wick clean it up, or is Bimbo going to be able to just finish him off here? We'll see. Comes down on top of Marth, manages to trade.
Oh, he might die. Doesn't yet. And remember, this is a crew battle environment. Every stock is huge.
Absolutely.
I think that's going to do it.
Yeah, if he can just grab ledge. Nope, doesn't need to.
Doesn't need to wait for the sweet spot, and that's a 2-stock.
Yeah, finishes it off. Pretty strong here. Always good to have that initial lead.
Yeah.
So our orders set? No, orders aren't set. So
No, I think we got counter picks.
I'm wondering who we're gonna see here now. One thing I will say about the Mexican scene is that there is a lack of familiarity on some matchups. Just because there are less players, but there are also a lot of people that play Fox, Falco, and Marth and Falcon.
Okay, yeah.
I don't really know of any big. There's Pitt. Pitt is a big Peach player down in Mexico. He does pretty solidly. Would travel to DFW a lot. But it's one of those where like there's a very distinct set I remember where it just kind of got put on display, where it was Aza, who is a Sheik player from Mexico, versus Bananas, and it wasn't pretty.
Oh, yeah.
It's very much a thing where it's like if you don't have the matchup experience, it can kind of work you. But now that like net play is better, I'm wondering if they've been able to grind out a lot of these problem matchups that we saw a lot with the players from Mexico.
So, I mean, there are matchups in this AZ crew that might trip them up.
Yeah, the Pikachus, I think, are going to be a little weird. Puff, I'm not certain. I don't really know of any good Mexican Puff players. I know Javi always looked very comfortable in the matchup, at least when he was like playing consistently, but he was also traveling a lot.
Yeah. There's also a Foxman.
Yes, that is true. That matchup
that'll do something for you. I say from experience, it does a bit.
Absolutely.
So, just looking to see what a throw at Bimbo. I'm kind of expecting Axe. It might be a little bit early, but could be fair to say. I don't know. I think it's a toss between Bimbo and Eddie, but I think those are probably the best players on the Mexico crew. And Falco's kind of hard to counterpick because there's nothing he really has a really terrible time with. So I think just like putting out a skilled player and seeing if you can get the first 2 stocks off without losing any of your own, just bring it back to even would be a good play here.
Yeah, I think that being able to throw, like you said, that really strong, consistent player, like getting the lead out with someone and being able to build that early lead can make it to where even if like you get knocked out after say 5-6 stocks, you're still doing a lot of work to be able to get that in. And even just equalizing is super important too in a crew battle.
Yeah.
No, we'll have to see. I mean, we're working with you on this, getting this next one going, but I'm pretty stoked. It's gonna be a good time.
Right. Yeah. Well, I remember I tell you for the I think for the Galint tournament, and we do see Axe. I mean, we have that now. I remember for the Galint tournament there was volleyball crews and Axe had a team, and I remember that taking a while.
Yeah.
So it could be a bit between picks, but we've got kind of what I was expecting. I don't know about you, but put in your best player against their best player, and hope you can get that. You can get the even game going.
Yeah, and I don't think that anyone's going to be uncomfortable in the Luigi matchup for the AZ team. I love bagels. You got the cheat, of course. A lot of really, really great Luigi players coming out of Arizona. And so I don't think there's going to be too much of an issue in terms of matchup and experience. Eddie Mexico, though, he's a real killer, man. I think he's sick.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see him play, regardless.
Absolutely.
We can see. Yeah, it's always just the thing where deliberation has to be factored in, and then it comes down to us having to talk about it.
Yeah. You wonder about the stage as well.
Oh yeah,
it's one of those things where like FD seems like the most obvious thing, right? Pikachu can grab Falco, get.
You got him. You've already worked your Marth out though, but if you get that Pikachu in, you're right.
Right. Yeah. But some people maybe don't like FD as much because you can just get shut down off like the slightest thing on FD because of the lasers. Because Pikachu doesn't really have anything that like. You can really like bounce way up and come back in and do to try and like close space like Fox might, or something like that. So I think FD is still
loses a lot of momentum and like doesn't have a good full hop game like Fox does.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really a wild thing. And it is character locked, just to be sure. So we have Axe locked into Pikachu, Meds to Fox, CP0 to Jigglypuff, and OKP to Pikachu. And then on Mexico's side, Pantera is Falcon, Hylian Marth, JPG is Marth, and then Eddie Mexico is, of course, Black Luigi.
Of course. What else could it be?
I honestly have no idea. I don't think I've ever seen Eddie Mexico play another character.
Right, yeah. One of those things. Like that was one. I think it was like there was a summit or something where like there was something Wizzy did, and it's like just shocked that Wizzy has other characters that he has played.
Oh, Wizzy's Fox is cracked, man.
Yeah.
He's so fast.
You'd never expect it, right?
No,
You'd never know.
No,
but it's there.
I was watching. It was some like stream conglomerate site, one of their YouTube channels, and apparently HBox told Wizzy to play who he had more fun with, which was Falcon, and he was like, created a monster. I made a mistake.
I don't know, man. I think Wizrobe was gonna make it work.
Oh yeah, no, Wizzy's sick with it. I am excited to see who's getting the Summit qualifying spot. I don't know if are they opening up to 2 qualifying spots, or are we doing?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know with Leffen not able to attend.
But I'm not sure.
Yeah, with Leffen not able to attend, it is fun. So.
Right. Yeah.
2 spots.
Okay. 2 spots. Yeah.
Sick. That's going to be a great time. I wonder who we're going to get. I know S2J and Wizzy, of course, are both gunning for it. They didn't make it in the last round of voting. We had Yingling and and none make it in. But sorry, man. I was just pulling for my boy. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like we are getting Axe. Your theory rings true, Bart.
Okay. Sometimes I'm right.
Although I'm not sure if we're going to FD or not. Axe might.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was discussing.
Stage with platforms, but
we have Stadium, on the warmers, but that doesn't mean too much.
Yeah, we have seen some swamps.
Right. Yeah.
Swamps.
For sure.
Of course, you do get that random first stage. So.
Right. Yeah.
Let's run it. Let's see.
Let's see. Yeah. Just looking at the characters for Mexico, it's not obvious to me that they have like super good answers to Pikachu in general.
Yeah, when you have Luigi and then 2 Marths, and Axe's record against Marth is just sterling. It's so
perfect. Yeah, there's not much to ask there.
Yeah, the man is.
All right, we have the meme. Here we are.
Yeah, getting it started.
Once upon a time, somebody asked Axe, why is Fountain good for Pikachu? And he said, it is because I 4-stocked a Spacey once.
I just felt like it was the right thing.
Yeah. I think there are real advantages for Pikachu.
Yeah.
On this stage. I think Pikachu kind of a character that, like, sort of has a low range of, like, dominance. Mm-hmm. It's very hard to challenge, like, the combination of Pikachu Nair and Pikachu Up Air, but, they only do so much, and having the platforms brought down to you or taken out while still having them as an option can be good for Pikachu in that regard.
Absolutely. Being able to poke through platforms is huge, but also just being Falco and being able to down air through them.
Yeah, Up Air's going to take it, so Bimbo with at least 1 stock.
Yeah, no, this is already paying dividends.
This is already plus. Everything else is cake.
Yeah. It's just extra credit at this point, right? Like, you've already taken your 4. If it evens out, that's fine, but if you get more, take that to the bank. Ooh.
If you get more, then, you got to be happy about it.
Absolutely.
Or don't. I mean, you can pull the Kobe Bryant job not finished. Job not finished, I don't think so. You can do that if you want.
We got more games to play.
I think it's more fun to be happy about it.
Yeah. Just take what you can get,
Yeah, especially if it's a crew, you're out. You can't do anything anymore.
Oh?
Axe kind of approaching death percent again.
Yeah,
We're certainly past the point of up smash kill percent for Bimbo, but I think up smash is a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, I mean, you have to get so close, and like Pikachu, like we said, a little bit stubby when he's not flying at you.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
there it is. Small flub. Yeah.
Maybe net play, but it is still Axe. You gotta remember that. But
It's
another one though.
Yeah, Bimbo's cooking.
Bimbo Mexico. And like I said, I mean, it might just be that buffer that Mexico needs to like get across bad matchups.
Oh, great tech.
Yeah,
wow.
You don't come back from that.
What a gimp.
So Axe with a JV3 and maybe the worst context possible.
Yeah, definitely a rough, losing those 2.
It's so irritating to JV somebody in Crews.
It is. Yeah, you're just like, well, did get my money's worth,
Like, I lost 1 interaction. 1. It was a whole stock. And it like carries over, and it's like, so close. Yeah. But, they got Bimbo out of the way. They didn't do it unharmed.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, taking 6 stocks to open things up for Mexico is huge.
Yeah,
and
that's something you got to climb back from that.
Yeah, getting one of the Pikachu's down to 2 stocks, one of the 2, which is just such a weird thing to think about.
I'd say the better of the 2, certainly, but only one of the 2.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm wondering if they're going to kind of run the same way and go with Eddie Mexico here and see if
I think
their own best player.
I think that seems likely because Marth and Falcon generally are regarded as like Pikachu's best matchups against the top tiers.
Yeah.
Like you'll find people who say that
not terrible. I feel like
you'll find people who say that like both are winning. Like not as many, I'd say, for like Falcon as for Marth, but like you'll find people who will say that. So
you find people that say a lot of things, Blark.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
but how hard do you have to look?
True. So true.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I do think that sending in Pantera at this point is probably the second choice that I'd go with. I'd say Eddie Mexico, because you want someone that can kind of scrap on that level, right? But if you trust your boys, there's a lot of power in that too. AZ's still got Meds and Ty when we think about like a real top 100 level. So it's really...
Ty's not in the crew listing.
Wait, is he not? Oh, that's right.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's right. Because captains can play, and then you only get 5. So, dang. Okay. I'm not thinking with my head. So Meds.
That's all right.
Yeah, Meds is still really solid. That dude really scares me. I've watched him play sometimes, man. Like I've played against him once or twice. I'm just like, God, he's so fast.
I played him in bracket once, but he went all Marth because I'm a Fox main. But like I definitely thought his Fox would have done so much better. Like I got him to game 5, that was great. But like if he picked Fox, it would have just lip Stein by.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about all that speed, man.
Dude, sometimes you're just not ready when people are coming at you all that quick.
Right,
There's people that really make this game sing, man. I think Meds is one of them. Absolutely. All right. So, if we are to get Eddie Mexico for stages, I don't really know, man.
That's interesting. It's an interesting topic. You have to think about how people die in this matchup and like how Luigi gets the openings, right?
Yeah.
Up smashing Luigi seems difficult, but I don't know what other choice there is.
If you stuff Wave Dash with up smash, it's really good. The thing here is going to be how does Eddie Mexico work with his own movement to like be safely in shield versus Pikachu that is going to be aiming to stuff out his movement, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. So one of the big ways Pikachu wins this matchup is like being able to have a present hitbox where Luigi wants to move in. Because high initial dash, you've got good velocity, and you're coming in hot with like a nair or a down air or a fair, something that like is able to get Luigi either on the ground or in the air.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So it's very very much a question of like picking your spots as Luigi, not relying on your burst movement, except like when the time comes. You don't want to be.
So while we're sitting here talking about Luigi Pikachu, the pick is .jpeg.
Oh man, I'm totally owned. All right, so
don't worry. I think there are a lot of chances for Luigi Pikachu yet to come.
Mm-hmm. More than one might expect. Absolutely.
Right,
I'm a little surprised we are getting .jpeg in there though.
Yeah, me too. I mean, Marth Pikachu seems bad.
Marth Pikachu, it's a little scuffed. I mean, it's definitely one of the weirder matchups. And like we said, Axe's record on Zane is just a statement to how crazy it is.
Yeah.
Literally has not lost a set, I believe.
I think Zane is like the first player in a while, I think, who's like obviously the best player in the world, but hasn't beaten the whole field yet.
Yeah.
And Axe is why.
Yeah. And 100% like far and above. Like if you are coming to a tournament and Zane is there, he is the man to beat now. Absolutely. It's either him or it's Mango, man. And I think Zane's been making a bit of a stronger case here.
At the same coin, you can bet Zane will be warming up on a Pikachu level 1 at some point.
Dude, yeah.
During
I wouldn't
be
be surprised if Tyler Swift got flown out, honestly. If Tyler Swift doesn't get flown out, I'll be...
We already did this with Jigglypuff, man.
Dude, I mean, sometimes...
We're gonna do it for a mid-tier, for real?
You need a practice guy, you know? If it's a problem, you gotta solve it.
Right, yeah, that's true. just address what's there, right?
Absolutely.
Don't sit here and go, oh, this character is like 10th in the game. This is dumb.
I'll be fine.
That's a losing mentality.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Know? I play the best character in the game.
Yeah.
He's less to AZ Marth than PPU. Yeah, that's true.
Right.
I do think that he's really cleaned up lately, but Ty is really good at the Pikachu.
Ty has swung it. Yeah, that's something
Ty is
that,
really solid.
That's something that messes with me where I'm like, oh, maybe Pikachu beats Marth. I'm like, well, what about
Ty?
What about
what about Ty?
Yeah. What about that?
Dude, you can't sleep on him. He's
maybe it can be done, and it's just odd, and I think that's probably the case.
Yeah, it's a super wonky matchup, absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we got Marth Pikachu. We are on Yoshi's. I don't know if that's the pick, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was. Just in terms of trying to kill Pikachu, Marth has very little to work with because of Pikachu, like how Pikachu recovers, the low profile. There aren't really confirms onto anything. So having a stage with
setups are lacking for sure.
Right, yeah. Having a stage with tight blast zones both to the side, off the top, on the bottom, these are things that are going to be helpful. Because Pikachu, I think, will usually just kill Marth by edge guard. But up smash does exist as well, so you have that too. It's hard to say.
No, we shall see, man.
I think you could defend Yoshi's, but I'm not 100% confident that's actually where JPEG needs to go here.
I don't think it's.
I'm confident this is not where it needs to go.
Unless it's 2006 and I'm suddenly in a melee isekai. We're definitely not here.
Let's see if anybody blows up before we get off the stage.
One can hope.
Alright, come on, he's got a bomb right there. He's got a big right there. Axe not pushing any buttons, doesn't want to risk it.
No.
This seems like Stadium to me. Oh!
Yes! We did it, team. We did it.
Did it. This seems to me like the thing you do if you're going to Stadium, because Green's has similar platforms to Stadium.
Yeah, maybe get warmed up on it. Hand warmers on bad stages. Yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, people find ways to have fun with the game, and that's one of them.
All right.
But yeah, no greens, for better or worse. I'd say better, but
I'd say worse.
All right.
Who cares about competitive integrity? I'm here to see the blocks fall.
What's competitive integrity when you have bombs? And here we are on Stadium, as expected after the greens.
All right, 2 stocks of Axe to work through here.
Stock 4. All right, we're off.
Yeah, let's get into it. Already overshooting those nairs, trying to get into that dash back.
Yeah, that's the bread and butter, right? You overshoot the nair. If they dash back, cool. If they don't dash back, you up air out. There's not really an answer.
Yeah, you've literally crossed them up.
Yeah, that is the fundamental problem of this matchup, I would say.
It's definitely a little tricky for Mark on that side.
Where's he going to go? He goes up, back on stage, doesn't get anything off it.
Oh! Pikachu spot dodge actually working?
He low profiles the grab and gets one of his own. You can't really say Pikachu grab outranged Marth grab because that's basically impossible, but like it presented the illusion. It was like a magic trick.
Absolutely.
The Axe with the first stock.
Yeah, how far can he take this? Because right now you're working from that deficit. You know, we've already seen 2 bimbo stocks.
Oh, the jump! Oh, you're dead!
Oh my god!
The classic.
He's so nice with it.
The classic tail spike, and we are even.
Okay, coming in hot.
Oh, dude.
Oh, did he snipe
so
much jump?
Trouble.
Oh, he still got his jump.
Okay, he gets on the other side. If you are on the wrong side of that get-up attack, you can just die. Pikachu can just beat it.
Okay.
Okay, just nairs. Not going for anything super fancy. Nair again. Tech chase. You're dead. Yes?
No way, dude. Are we about to see a 4-stock right now?
Axe running through JPEG.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Kills.
Quick pickup. This is all he has to do at this point. Is just if JPEG can get that one more stock, he's done his job.
One more stock, but it's looking tricky.
Oh, it's grim.
Oh, it's just so hard for him to establish himself here.
Yeah, no, we've barely seen him get an opportunity in neutral. Oh, goodness gracious.
JPEG takes 1 stock. Axe shreds through one of the Mexican Marths, and now they got to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah. that was pretty questionable.
Yeah.
Definitely, he got the one, so we can say that. But there's not much else other than that.
One is the loneliest number.
It really is.
After all.
Goodness. All right.
So, I would say
after a quick one, we could do some more ruminating.
There's an option for Eddie Mexico. There's an option for Pantera. I think there is no option for Hylian at this point.
I'd say leave the Marths alone. That's
leave it. You've got a Puff to go in on. You've got a Fox to go in on. Just take those, right? You've got enough. So we'll see which of those they pick.
Yeah, no, I think after something like that, where you just watch a whole 4 stocks go,
gone,
yeah, you want to think, let's get one of our strong players in there. Let's get Luigi.
Strong player, and then like Weed doesn't really have that happen to him so much of like just getting the stock deleted, because he can interrupt combos a lot. Confirms don't really work on him.
The gimps.
His recovery is linear. Yeah, so you have that option. But it can be hard to get that because, there's a potential of a misfire, and so people sometimes play around that, or, you might get caught by the up B. So, just in general, a bit more safe than Marth is in terms of, like, those catches, especially in this matchup.
Yeah, the longevity is definitely going to be there. There's still going to be some of the same issues where overshoot air is going to be a little annoying to deal with, but that's why Luigi... I imagine we're going to see a lot of short hop down air, because short hop down air, if you do it rising, you can waveland out of it. So there's a lot of options to, like... use that to stop an overshoot, to stuff space, and then also have the movement option out of it. Looks like we've already got these guys coming through in just a bit.
Right.
But look who we've got.
I mean, short up down here is something to think about, because you can just jump up and dare. You can then waveland or not.
Yeah.
Right? Anytime you can waveland out of something, you can choose not to.
Yeah, there's something we say in DFW about Luigi, and it is the first aerial is a lie. It is meant for other things. If you get hit by the first aerial, that's your fault. If you get hit by the second aerial, even more shame on you. But there's all the various things that could come out of it. So
right, yeah. I mean, you just gotta be aware of the fact that the character can pull that off.
Yeah. No, he's a tricky boy for sure. He's a little bit, like you said, linear, both in playstyle and recovery. But he is he's something you need to be aware of. You need to know what you're getting into.
Right, yeah. Definitely one of those matchups where if you don't... Right, yeah.
Alright.
Definitely one of those matchups where, like, if you don't know it, it becomes very quickly obvious that you don't know it.
Oh, no, yeah. There was definitely a long time when I was playing Luigi where I was like, am I beating this guy because I'm better than him? Or am I beating him because he doesn't know what he's doing?
Yeah.
No, definitely.
There are a lot of matchups like that. I think like Samus, Yoshi, Pikachu to some extent. A lot of those mid-tiers.
Yeah. I mean, familiarity is always going to be a thing regardless, and it only gets further down there while you're there.
Right. I mean, speaking of Mexican players, we will always have that set where Javi went Young Link against Duck Samus because he just did not have any understanding of what to do.
Like, there's really no Samai in Mexico. Samai. It's the appropriate term. Yeah.
Samus is not in.
Yeah, I don't really know of any Mexican Samus. I think there's one. I'm trying to remember their tag because I know there's one Ice Climbers player in Monterey, and that's the only one they've got. But while we're here, at the very least, if you guys want to check out some of the stuff we're doing, you can always hit !donate. And if you want to know where our funds are going, 30% of our donations are going to the future Rollback Rumble IRL event for venue expenses. Another 30% are heading on over to staff, production, TOs, and project leads here.
All this you're looking at, everybody that put this together.
Yeah, all of us, everybody behind the scenes. Big ups to, of course, Homemade Waffles and Jade and everyone else involved in the production. And then another 20% gone over to The Made, which is the Museum of Art and Digital Entertainment. It's one of NorCal's venues. There's a long-standing Oakland-based tournament TO'd by WAF. It was closed down due to the pandemic for a bit there, but we're trying to get back. If you want to donate directly, you can always do !made.
Right, yeah, Made being the location of I think the most recent pre-Genesis tournament was there.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, if you
So
want
a fair
to
number of people
local
from
warm
out
up
of region
for
have
it,
been as well.
yeah, absolutely. And then that last 20% goes on over to the Memorial Fund of one William Ma, Sincera Zero. He was a player TO in SoCal that passed away recently and is known for his kind and welcoming nature. So if you guys want to donate directly to that, you can do !memorial for his family's GoFundMe for the funeral process.
All right.
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's upsetting. It's really sad he went too soon.
It is. It is.
But looks like they're getting Pantera in there as a
yeah
quick production pivot.
The juxtaposition kind of caught me off guard a little. All right.
What, children's party game or no? Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we're back talking about Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube, released 2001, and specifically Pikachu Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of Falcon mains think this matchup is like bad, but I think the results that Falcons have seen in it aren't as bad as like the Marth results. They don't indicate to me a matchup that like Falcon is like particularly struggling in. Although I can see why you might say, "Oh, Falcon has a hard time against Pikachu." I just don't see it in like how people have played the matchup and like how the interactions have been at top level.
Okay, so in my mind, I feel like it's not as bad as all the Falcon Sheik propaganda, where all the Sheik players now want to believe that Falcon's an annoying matchup when they win it hand over fist, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I do think that Falcon struggles in this mostly due to how disparate the punish game is, and then how badly beaten he gets off stage. It's really, really, really hard for Falcon to recover in this matchup, more than
it's
most.
a bit. Yeah.
It's a bit tough. It's a bit tough.
Any character that can like just pop straight up and catch Falcon's upbeat, will be a problem. And I think, Spacey's maybe the best at that. Sheik's super good at it. Pikachu is in that tier though of just able to hit the recovery wherever it is.
And that tail spike, man, it makes it so rough.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get reverse tail spiked, you're not coming back. It is that good set knockback startup.
It's intimidating. It's got that X factor. It's like, very few people understand it. And if you're against somebody who does understand it, and Axe certainly does, then you have that to look out for.
Yeah. It's already building pretty good percent here, Pantera. Trying to keep it simple, just dash dance heavy, bait a lot of space, make sure that Pikachu can't come in stuffing with these nairs.
Yeah.
It's very textbook.
Get a knockdown, get a knee, get on to the next player.
Yeah. Does not want to take any risks here. Great slide off there. Okay. Oh, dude, the pancake's so hard to deal with. That low profiling, like you were talking about, Blard.
Okay, gets a spot dodge, but no dice.
Yeah, he had the read, too.
That reset, this could kill. I think it will. And it does. Nax continues to tear through Mexico.
That was 7 stocks, I believe. Nax is kind of cooking right now. Oh, and this is another one that wasn't.
He came so close, closer
really
than to just making it 8 right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fact that Pantera landed on that platform was providence. Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, he misses Waveland. He can't get a knee.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, that's something. Catches a jump on the platform now.
Pantera's just struggling to get away.
And here, Pantera's got to find something, but his combos don't work anymore.
Oh my goodness.
It's the weak hit of up smash, but that's going to be a tail spike. You're in trouble. He gets knocked right way, I would say. Off the down smash.
Okay.
Okay. The ledge. Yes. X gets a poke, but the range...
the trade.
No.
8 stocks. No. 2 full members at this point. Cutting through. Okay.
And Pantera with the JV3.
Whew. Like, worst context, like you said, brother. Oh my goodness.
8 stocks.
Just some violence, man. Some violence.
So, Axe, obviously, I think everybody knew going in, the best player on either team, but I didn't expect this.
Yeah, I think that getting a big swing in any crew battle, anything over 4, like, is you're good. You're already building a lead, but padding in for 8 after Bimbo's opener of 6. Oh, that's what you want to see.
Yeah. That's a big turnaround.
Very, very saucy. All right.
And so you now have Pantera, Captain Falcon. So you've got a few options. Fox, Puff, and Pikachu remaining. I would say Fox definitely beats Falcon. I think most people now think Puff loses, although some don't. And then Pikachu's kind of that toss-up that we discussed earlier. So they've got options.
Yeah. No, it's I wouldn't be surprised if they threw out CPU0.
Right.
I've been reading too much One Piece, man. Whatever.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, we'll see who they throw out. Like you said, they've got those options. Pantera holding down 2 stocks here, and really, it is just a 2-stock lead right now for Arizona. They're just sending in their fresh third. Should be a good time.
Yeah, we'll see. They get up there.
Yeah. Can always just take a little, but we've been having a pretty good show here so far. A lot of really solid crew battles coming through. I know South. I blew all my points on Southeast earlier. It didn't pan out.
No.
Yeah, MDVA managed to win it over them, so I didn't see any returns on that.
Oh well.
Yeah, and then I think it was. Oh, did New England beat Midwest or did Midwest beat New England? I'm trying to remember.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was while I was working. Midwest won it? Okay.
Midwest won, okay.
Solid. And then Texas dropped out.
Okay.
we dropped out.
It happens.
For reasons that I will leave undisclosed. So
you got it. All right, we got Pantera versus OKP, period. Most people just call him OKP.
OKP.
So, same matchup you just saw. I would say OKP is not as good as Axe. I think that's an uncontroversial opinion.
Yeah.
But, definitely no slouch. Definitely playing a matchup that is workable at the very least. Trying to do some more damage for the AZ Mountain team.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's, I mean, if you're just layering on that unfamiliarity, if you're able to work that a little bit more and you're able to get more stocks out of Pantera, why not? I'm for it.
I mean, based on everything I've heard about the AZ scene, they wouldn't have it any other way, winning off unfamiliarity. That's the name of the game, right?
I mean, if you've got it, flaunt it. I mean, they've got it for sure. Absolutely. No. Yeah, I'm wondering where it's going to go after this, depending on who wins. I mean, it's going to be a struggle to get 4 stocks off of a solid Pikachu player if you don't know the matchup all that well. And it might have just been because it was Axe, but we didn't see a whole lot from Pantera that was indicative of him feeling super comfortable in the matchup. But that could all change. We'll see how confident OKP looks out there, and see if Pantera is able to maybe shake off some of those nerves.
Yeah. That's something that's a good thing to bring up, the nerve aspect. When you play against a player who kind of shuts you down, it's very hard to reassert yourself. And in a crew battle, you have an interesting situation that you don't have very often, where you can go right into a player who does that into someone who doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And in that instant, you have to be on it and just go, okay, new game, right? And we gotta take the opportunity to get our footing back.
Ooh, this is
and
looking
that's
a
what
little
Pantera's
chunky.
gonna have to do.
Yeah, it's looking a little chunky. This frame rate. Hopefully, this is just on our end. Discord streaming sometimes.
Yeah, I think it probably is. Don't see any reason, just based off the geographic proximity and the fact that both these players are net players and have been for a while, that you should have any problems with that. But it's certainly possible, unfortunately.
Hey man, that's what's hanging out in the beers are for. That's where technical difficulties happen.
All right. Yeah.
After this, I know we've got Hawaii versus NorCal.
Hawaii versus NorCal. I'm a NorCal boy.
Yeah. I do appreciate the NorCal scene a whole lot. I only know of Firefly from Hawaii.
I think I've seen a fair number of people, if not all of them, from the Hawaii team.
Oh, for real? Oh man.
No, only a couple. I think I've seen the top 3.
Okay.
I couldn't
so
point them out to you,
Firefly,
but I'm definitely aware of like Dova, Adrenalian, and Firefly.
Oh, it's Adrenalian. Okay.
I don't know. I'm seeing a word on a piece of paper and reading it to you. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe not.
Yeah. NorCal is very stacked, though.
NorCal, I know all of these people. They have all beaten me multiple times.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of them could be on top 100 at any given time, and I think most of them
pretty
have
much.
been, basically.
I think maybe all of them.
Umar?
Yeah, I think so.
Umar get top 100? Yeah, he did last.
Umar was on the most recent one. He was
yes,
like low 80s or high 80s, whatever, whichever. Lists of countdown are so confusing because like when I say 87, which I think was his rank, is that low or high? It's lower than the other numbers, but it's a high number.
It's
right?
definitely better than. It's definitely better than some.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than the other 13 people on the list, but like that's not my point. Whatever.
Absolutely.
I don't have to go on tangents anymore because we have melee footage to talk about.
Absolutely, we got Random Smasher Jr.
OKP, yeah.
I do have to say,
exploiting the IASA frames on the Pikachu taunt with an immediate roll to start the game. Okay, how far is this going to go? Not super far. The Pikachu grabs on fast fallers can be brutal.
Absolutely.
The Pikachu up throw has an electric effect, which extends hit stun, and so that leads to a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it makes the chain grab easier. Just having that, it's so nice. And funny you pointed out the ISA frames. I just that is some sauce video that came out pretty recently.
Right, yeah.
Love when that guy drops some new content. Big fan.
Content.
I
love the word content because it's like meaningless by this point.
Oh, absolutely. Give me some content. Great
like the thing at the beginning of the Bo Burnham thing.
Absolutely. Daddy's got
okay. KP with a conversion. Trying to stuff out this comeback to Pantera.
Okay.
I think Dreamland's a great place to do it. A big thing that like Falcon can use to sway this in his favor is the confirms in a knee, and to take them away or to like make them harder, to give them a smaller window where they work is really nice. Oh, that up smash connected.
Yeah, that was crazy. It actually clanked through, and I think that's probably why it hit. Okay.
OKP recovers the platform. I think
Pantera.
OKP meant to go to ledge, but it's all right because Pantera cleaned it up for him. Unfortunately.
Yeah. 119. Unlucky.
Easy Mountain with a full character lead now.
Yeah, this is it's pretty stacked right now. I got to applaud OKP for being willing to play Blue Pikachu in the same state as Axe. That's kind of.
I think OKP doesn't actually live in Arizona. I think it's like
no, it's really like
Utah.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, there was a little bit of a slot.
He hasn't invoked any of the territorial laws or anything like that.
Yeah, that's probably why it's not just AZ, huh? Makes sense.
Right, yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, so I don't see any reason why this wouldn't be Eddie Mexico.
Yeah, I mean you've gotta have someone to hold it down though. So they might be holding him for anchor purposes.
Yeah, I understand the
pretty decent anchor.
Yeah, I understand the prospect of wanting somebody as an anchor, but like I think more I don't want to play Pikachu Marth again, just based on what happened the first time. I'm too scared at this point.
Yeah, I'd be a little frightened. Be a little shook.
Go back to it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We could see Eddie Mexico. I think that it would. It's a weird matchup to talk about. It really is.
Pikachu Luigi, yeah, it's like
even having played the character for 5 years, I think I played 4 tournament sets against Pikachus the whole time.
Right,
yeah, maybe that.
So it is Eddie.
Yeah, it's Hylian and Eddie Mexico at this point. It looks like Eddie's going to be in. They're going to hold Hylian for the anchor.
Right. If Eddie can get through, like clean through OKP and CPU, then Hylian might be able to work some Marth Fox magic. I think that's their in. I think that's the window that they have or the strategy that they should be running. But it is a lot to ask.
There's a lot,
especially at this point.
We'll we'll have to see.
But Luigi Pikachu is one of those matches where it's like, I don't know, it happens. Top players play it sometimes, and sometimes one of them wins, and sometimes the other one of them wins. The sample size isn't big enough for either to say anything about it that makes any sense. It's like, Luigi's hitboxes are kind of big, but like Pikachu kills off the top earlier. You know, you can make conjectures about it or something.
Yeah, I think the last time I saw this matchup at a high level was Super Smash Con 2018, maybe? At least, like, for me personally. It may have been on a few other streams for a few other tournaments, but man, I just remember Vadax at Smash Con 2018.
Vadax, okay, yeah. I figured that was who it was, but that's not a set I remember, so I don't know.
Back when it was like the Pittsburgh Knights or something. It was some team that popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah. I was like doing like commentary on like these like top 64 recordings of I think Genesis 6.
Yeah.
And me and my friend Kent, who was running the stream, we asked Debate, we're like, what is your sponsor prefix?
It's the city of Pittsburgh.
Oh, what? No, he's on the Knights. He goes. Yeah. So he goes SIR.
Yeah, he's Sir Abate. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
It was really good.
And we're like, oh, okay.
It was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Dude, we are getting the yas happening.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta say, definitely a top 3 melee noise character. He's right up there with Roy's honking and Yoshi just going absolutely ham.
Honk.
Dude, that's what he does. He's a honker, dude.
There's a video I saw like years ago of like a clip from Harry Potter Deathly Hallows, and Voldemort is sitting there and he goes, and someone goes, did Voldemort just honk?
Oh man. Yeah. All right. Okay, yeah.
But no one is honking on screen right now except me, I guess. But Luigi and Pikachu certainly aren't.
Yeah, no, this matchup's a little weird because Pikachu has like decent tools against crouch cancel. Like if Luigi's thinking about holding down, there's always down smash. Ooh, almost.
That was close to being really good. I think that could have killed. I'm not super confident in it, but there's a world where it does.
Absolutely.
So yeah, here we have the matchup that no one understands.
Yeah, I mean basically like Luigi's goal is to stay as grounded as possible. Dealing with low profiling is a little bit rough when it comes to like up smash, and because you have to be a little more particular with it. That's one of your major kill moves, and killing with down smash only happens at like 140 up.
F smash. One thing that I really like about watching like players like Eddie that have been playing the same low tier for a really long time is they have utilizations of moves as he jumps out of the way of the thundercloud. And that's really smart as well. But they use moves in ways that like most people like pick up this character just like as a gag or whatever aren't aware of, or you know maybe you haven't even seen. And like that walk up F smash was one of those where I'm like, I don't know how he cleans it up here, but I'm pretty sure he can, and that's how he did it.
No, it's low key pretty good. F smash isn't bad. It's quick. There's a little bit of pullback.
Oh, gets on stage. Wow.
No, he's fine.
He went that high from the down tilt. That is crazy.
No, I mean
such a floaty boy.
He's a big thickin', but he's definitely a floaty. That's gonna be the stock.
Yep.
They're 1 for 1 right now. I mean,
He getting the charge on the down B.
Yeah. Probably the worst mechanic in the game. Luigi having to charge that.
Charge what? Okay, gets a Nair interrupt. I mean, it's a trade, but like up air does 4, so I'm not really worried about it.
Yeah,
going straight up off the down smash. It's so rough watching him try to break range. Like,
yeah, trying to get in on Pikachu when Pikachu knows that you want to, as Luigi, very, very tricky. And you're just gonna look for trades more often than not, which isn't great when it comes to a crew battle, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, every stock counts, and you know that's a different format.
Yeah, 'cause it's not just about this dub; it's about the collective.
It's like the opposite of like 99 stock training. I remember I played Nathan pretty recently, Nathan of Nathan Sandwich, TBO, etc. And he's like, let's do 99 stock battles. And I go, cool. And then, you know, I was supposed to train just playing in the current stock. But like, that's bad for crew battles, like actively so. It's not just take the stock. It's like, all right, I gotta like not die as well.
Yeah, Matt Dodd Zeb, famous crew battle list of the year.
Actually, it might be good for crew battles because it kind of discourages SDing now that I think about it. So that might be kind of a trade-off. But OKP hanging tough so far.
Yeah, no, taking his 4 stocks, doing his due diligence right now.
I think there was like a mid-tier tournament of some kind that OKP placed very well at, and I think he may have beaten Eddie at it. I'm not certain enough about it.
Oh, dude, give him the read. That's so good. That's a great setup on both Spaceys and like semi-fast followers. You do that with Sheik.
Anywhere you can get it.
Yeah, just it's one of those. Take it while you got it. You get that roll in. Great cash money. Oh, these trades.
Oh, you don't want to
he
down there.
It.
What a stock! What a stock from OKP.
Oh, this
Making
is
it
super
harder and harder for Mexico.
Yeah, super unfortunate for Mexico right now.
Oh no, you wouldn't. And misfire guarantees you wouldn't.
Oh man. Super scary for him to just jump back on stage after that, though. Okay.
OKP kind of just going to ledge. It's really hard to cover that against Pikachu, and since Pikachu has such easy access to it basically all times.
Yo?
Smash will not kill. Great DI.
Yeah, actually fantastic. Okay.
Smash will not kill.
Even at the tip of the boot. There it is.
Will.
Okay. Alrighty, Mexico breathing some life into this.
Yeah.
All right. They've got 5 stocks to AZ's 8 right now.
That's +1.
Oh, but they've got a Jigglypuff and a Fox to work through. I'm wondering,
yeah.
They're probably going to send in CPU0.
Meds, I'd say the scarier player of the two, but CPU0 got stocks too.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. We shall see. I think CPU0 is probably the smarter pick. You can just get the rest, use your risk reward. You just want to get the one out of there, and then you have a Marth. So it's like, yeah, Eddie's gonna need to go kind of ham sandwich if he wants to get anywhere with this.
I mean, I'm not so convinced because the other player from Mexico is a Marth.
Yeah,
so
Marth is also pretty solid.
You the best chance, I think, of like taking out the stock on Luigi with Fox, because whatever you do with the Fox, you're going to run into the Marth anyway.
True.
That's an assumption.
Yeah.
So I'm not so sure. I think they're both fine picks.
Yeah, it really just comes down to how they want to play it, right? It's like if CPU0 can clean it out, if they can, get some good stuff off the Marth, that makes it easier for Mets to get in there without having to worry about his stocks too much. On the flip side, of course, like you said, you just got to deal with the Marth anyway. Might as well get in there as Fox and clean it up.
Right.
But I think Luigi can cheese Fox a lot easier than he can cheese Puff. I like the Puff matchup as Luigi. It's really hard if they're not interacting with you. But
welcome to Melee, bro.
Welcome to Melee. What wouldn't being a mid-tiered Melee?
Yeah, or just in general.
Absolutely. Yeah, but could be either way. I think that Puff is probably the safer pick if they want to really keep this lead padded. Either way, you got to deal with that Marth. But
we've got Meds. That's the pick.
Okay, he's going in. We're getting the Fox in, but I've seen Eddie do some foul things to Spaceys.
Luigi Fox is weird because when you just think about it, like how the characters interact with each other, Fox is obviously like
interact.
Okay, yeah. Or threaten interactions with each other. You can get meta levels if you want. Fox wins. That's my point here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. But again, it's one of those matchups where A, if you don't know what you're doing, it shows, and B, there is so much cheese. There are so many ways for Fox to die.
Yeah.
So, in practice, it doesn't often feel like Fox wins as much as he does. For one thing, because Fox wins every matchup except Marth, and so everything feels like the same. But
yeah,
Also you die randomly. You do, and it's basically like almost irrespective of level, unless you're like super high up.
Yeah, you really have to respect certain things about Luigi, but as soon as you do and you understand where you can abuse him as a top tier, especially because he can't sweet spot at all other than his jump.
I tweeted that the other day where it was like Luigi is a great character if you treat him like a melee character, and a terrible character if you treat him like Luigi.
Yep. Someone who's right. Someone who's very right.
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty rough matchup once someone has a handle on it. There's a strat in DFW we called Medusa-ing a character, or they're a Medusa character. There's Slidey Medusa, which is Luigi. There's Double Medusa, which is Ice Climbers, and the varying other Medusas of the cast. It's when a Spacey does not look at them, and up tilts and back airs, and it's very good. And you just do that, and you shine, and you don't interact, and like that's the course that we try to teach every young Spacey.
You're sitting there with like the mirror around the corner, just to like
just like
don't look at them, you'll be all right.
Yeah, exactly. Get the mirror shield, make it happen. All right.
Just waiting. Stage. I think Yoshi's is the best stage for Fox in this matchup.
Yeah, you can cut people off really easily.
The platforms are so threatening. You can get a lot of shines.
Absolutely. Yeah, and like fade back Nair and fade back Drill in this matchup are both super good if the Luigi's like really approach heavy. The thing most Luigi's try to weave into their movement is a lot of wave dash down, so like a real slight wave dash down. The character definitely struggles, so we're probably going to see, because you can kind of go both ways as Fox. You can either box out his movement, or you can just get on top of his shield and make his life miserable. We'll see how Meds chooses to approach the matchup. It should be a pretty interesting time.
Yeah, and Meds, I'd say certainly a player who knows how to do it, and around the block knows what to do.
Well experienced, has Luigi's in state. It's going to be a hard sell for me, honestly, on Eddie Mexico's longevity on this. But I do want to see him take at least 2-3 stocks. We'll see.
Right. Yeah. We'll see.
Absolutely. And while you're waiting, folks, stay hydrated. It's important.
It seems like there's always an ad for water, like any esports stream.
I mean, man, hydrate or dihydrate. Hydrate or dihydrate.
Hydrate or dihydrate. Yeah, okay.
That's all.
Yeah, I think it's something that gets talked about, like, because gamers in the games they play just sit there for hours, like, forget about their body,
Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, we're going to be here for like 3 hours, so I try to have at least a liter or two in that time frame.
Right, yeah.
Shout outs to the leader.
Oh my god. I've never casted crews before. There's so much filler.
There really is. Yeah.
I really didn't expect that.
We get to be talkers, Blark. It's kind of what we do, but we actually have to talk about things that aren't right in front of us.
Right, yeah. It's like that thing, like, I watch baseball sometimes, and sometimes they'll be like, hey, look at that person in the stands who was a dog, like, they'll talk about anything when nothing's happening.
Oh, I mean, it's baseball. I mean, you have to find time somewhere in between breaks.
Right.
That's what I love, the phrase baseball bodies. Just like... Because baseball players are just standing there until they have to do something.
They're often, like, athletic. They're athletic, but they're not athletes.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, it's one of those things, like...
They're athletes. Okay. We're working on getting them connected. Yeah.
Right.
No.
I remember there was like a quote from like the 80s. There was a baseball player. Someone went, "What are you doing? You weigh so much." And he goes, "Look, lady, I'm a baseball player. I'm not an athlete."
And how right he was.
Right.
No, definitely to each their own. But baseball's not my sport.
Right. Yeah. It is boring. People say it's boring. They're correct.
I think if I could get like the highlight reel of baseball. When I watch like a good sports highlight reel and there's some baseball in there, I'm like, all right, you know, we can get there, but I'm not going to sit for 3 hours waiting for it to happen.
Yeah,
you know?
it's even like it's a good thing to like have on the background while you do something else, and then it gets interesting. And you're like,
all about baseball. Wow. Yeah.
Did you see the Dark Crystal, the movie where that guy goes all the time?
No, I actually haven't seen Dark Crystal.
It's like it's like a puppet movie. There's like
I know it's Jim Henson.
Evil puppet,
like
Jim Henson Muppet Man, and then there's like the one character that's like conniving and things, and he sees something happen, and it's like,
It's probably Frank Oz.
I don't know. Like,
it's got to be Frank Oz, dude.
I don't think any of the Muppet people did the voices of the characters in Dark Crystal.
Wow. All right, man.
Because they wanted to make a movie or whatever, and not.
Movies. I think they made like a Netflix series and everything, man.
They did make a Netflix series.
This whole wave of '80s nostalgia's got to go away.
I watched some of the Netflix series. It suffers from this problem, which is if you get puppets to too high a production value,
it's uncanny.
The worst looking thing about the set is the characters. Yeah. Because, you're sitting here and there's like these realistic worlds, and there's all this stuff going on, and then all the dialogue is just
a puppet, a really weird looking puppet.
It's like, no, this isn't working.
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thanks for hanging tight with us, guys. We're just trying to fill some time. It's basically
it's just taking a while for Eddie and Meds to connect.
I mean, it's the sawdust of melee commentary. You just gotta mix it in so
it's insulation.
It looks a little fuller. Okay. All right. We're mixing
literally forced into a different player by the internet.
Oh man.
Why did you lose the crew battle? Because of the internet.
Dude, they sent the puff in, man. We couldn't do anything about it. What are they gonna do if Eddie wins? What are they gonna do if Eddie wins though? Do they just have to send in Hylian and then they just bank on that one shot? They're just like, all right, we'll toss a coin for it,
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Well, hopefully Eddie and CPU can connect a little bit better.
Hopefully.
We shall see.
I would imagine so. I mean, like, I've connected to people like across the continent without issue. Like, I think it just seems like a very particular thing, as opposed to I don't think it has to do with like distance.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was talking to some it's about how the routing works for everything. I was talking to some guys in Montana, and they were like, yeah, I get like 5 ping with my neighbor, and then like 3 hours away, there's a guy I get like 200 ping with.
Oh yeah.
Just awful.
The internet is fun.
Yeah, definitely a good time. Can't wait till we all have fiber. We'll see.
Right. Yeah. No, I remember I played in Wolf Bracket the other day. I connected to someone in like Newfoundland or somewhere.
Oh, the new.
We had to play 3F, but it worked out.
Yeah, I mean, because you're NorCal. You're NorCal proper. Yeah. You stay out there. Yeah.
Yeah, I went and we went. Oh, I'm on the East Coast of Canada. We should probably do 3 frames now.
Yeah, probably.
I would say so. I think that's wise.
That would be the good thing to do, I think. Absolutely.
All right. We have Puff Weege.
Oh man, this matchup simultaneously, I love it and it haunts my nightmares at the same time. I'll tell you.
How many people have said to you, "Hey, what about that one time where Swedish Delight did the thing?"
The one time what?
I like the Smash and Splash where Swedish, I think he played.
Smash and Splash 2, I think, where he went.
Yeah, as Sheik and got killed, and then went Luigi and Grants and took a game.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of like Ice Climbers, where if Luigi is getting camped and Puff is just like circle camping, it's really, really hard to deal with. But if you're able to convince the Puff to land in certain spots and you bait your space properly, it can kind of work. Luigi's really good at sharking landings and getting up there with up smash, and if a Puff's up on platform, you can go ahead and that's why we're going to FD, is because we don't want to deal with points. This is probably the best chance he's got, but it also makes it really difficult because just wall of pain back here is hard to deal with. Yeah.
Alright, 1 stock to 4. All right, are we gonna get an immediate crouch down B?
It's entirely possible. You can actually CC both hits of down smash. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, jeez.
Okay, gets out.
Yeah.
Disaster averted for the moment.
Absolutely. It's all about what Eddie can make work here, and that's
Yeah.
kind of the hardest part, is being able to make it work. It looks like he's going for a little bit more of an aerial approach. I try to just stay as grounded as possible in this matchup, because contesting Puff is horrifyingly hard. Okay. Good starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. These full hops kind of spook me. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. Okay, gotta come back. That's
the
rough.
jump.
No
That's
jump.
the jump.
Oh, you can just rest here if you want.
Absolutely could, but CPU probably just wanted to play it safe, make it as hard as possible.
Up here, well.
Yeah, up here will actually.
Okay, up smash will kill.
Yeah.
Really nice coverage. It reminded me of like, if you don't mind me saying so, it reminded me of like a Smash 4 or old interaction where you know the air dodge could be coming, and you just kind of put out a move.
You just
you're
hang
on the
out.
ground for the air.
You just hang out. You're just able to get it with that. So that was a quick one there. Mexico's last hope is going to be coming through with Hylian. All right. I think they'll be able to connect. We got Meds and Hylian.
Yeah. This is.
Or wait, we don't even have Meds. Never mind. Meds might be able to be walking out of this completely scot-free. We'll see. All right.
So, CPU, Puff, you just saw it. And then on the other side, you're going to have a Marth.
Yeah, very old school. Very old school. If this is
then
the
I
same
think
Hylian,
Marth beats Puff, Marth beats Fox, so I think that's a fairly standard thing.
Yeah, I think that at this point, Marth having losing matchups is questionable. I'm not sure if I believe it, honestly.
I don't, but like I certainly get it.
Yeah.
Like, Marth beats Sheik and Falcon a lot, but a large part of that I think is because the main Marth representation is the best player in the world.
Yeah. I mean, we are definitely shaped by who is leading the meta and kind of leading the charge. For a long time, folks were like, Puff's like top 3, Puff's
top 3. And then, I remember like 6 years ago, people there was a tier list that got passed around where Peach was 4th because Armada was.
Yeah, Armada's just putting in the work constantly. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, back then we didn't have as many like anti Peach tools, like getting out of her consistent setups, getting out of a lot of. I feel like the defensive counterplay in Melee has just advanced so much, even from like 2015 onward. And I'm really excited to see where we keep going with it.
Right.
I love holding down, big down holder.
I'm trying to get better at it.
It's big dividends. It feels a little lame sometimes, but then you do it and you kill someone for it, and like, you thought it was me that was an advantage. Me!
Win the interaction for getting hit.
Exactly.
That's classic.
Beautiful. Chef's kiss. Absolutely. Okay. A little bit of Marth Puff, man. I think this is definitely the probably one of the more seen matchups. A lot of people better understand this. One of the early pioneers, of course, Arc from Texas. Shoutouts to the OG, of course, the original Pivot Master. PewPew really putting it up on the public stage for the first time at NCR, at Apex, doing really solidly against HBox there. And yeah, Zane, of course, becoming this beautiful amalgamation, the apex of what every Marth has been working towards,
right? Yeah.
To kill Puff, and it's all coming together. Oh yeah.
Right. I remember reading like Arc being frustrated that people would be like, "Did Zane teach you how to pivot?" Like, dude, come on.
Oh yeah, no, people clown on him a little bit. Shoutouts to my boy Arc, miss him dearly. Got to see him a few months ago, but great lad. Definite innovator.
Okay, we got the players up.
Yeah, and it's a full 4 stocks here for CPU 0, isn't it?
Right, yeah, this is just a Puff Marth game.
Yeah, no, this is Hylian's gonna have to work for every inch here.
Yeah, it's a bit of an ask.
Definitely, yeah. 8
That's
stocks from really solid players. We'll see.
Especially, you got meds waiting in the back. Barth Puff FD is the pick.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. I have seen Zane counterpick a lot to Yoshi's, but sometimes you just want that comfort of knowing that Puff doesn't have anywhere to refresh to.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's so scary. It's still scary.
For it. Oh, should be fine.
Almost a stock twice.
Yeah.
Hylian. Come
That's
together
the
right
thing.
time.
Yeah, just a little bit of slop can go a long way in this matchup.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, finding the right places to grab Puff is also very scary because she can low profile so easily.
Since you mentioned Hylian a bit of an old school player, it wouldn't surprise me too much if there's like a problem with like the pivot game.
Yeah, maybe. That's
Which
also just
might
so
explain,
punch
like
dependent.
FD over Yoshi's. Grill up smash not gonna kill. Oh, that's pretty big fair. Just gets the love tap, gets the up smash. That's stock for CPU 0. This could close out the crew battle. It's important to remember that. Okay, gets the wave dash. Gets the stock.
Yeah,
in that
standard
way.
setups. Yeah, but going 1 for 1 in this, it's not gonna.
That's not good enough. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Oh, that's no good.
And what do you even get for the punish here? Yeah, just a quick bit of damage and reset. Yeah.
Prevents like the stock from being taken. Well, there wasn't too much that could have been done. There might have been something like you could take a dare trying to discard.
Well, yeah. It's just okay.
He's
scouting out for it. He's looking for it.
Damage. Pretty good stock from Hylian apart from the rest though so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he was gonna get roll rested.
Yeah, that was looking dicey. Trying to catch a jump, doesn't get it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think Hylian and CPU both thought Hylian was going to be a knockdown, and then no.
Oh, dude. And off the top to boot.
Dude. You can't be JCing anymore.
Yeah, no. It's Oh, they banned it? Okay, so we are running bans and crews.
Oh, okay, crew ban.
Makes
sick.
sense.
Cool.
I love experimenting with the format. Okay. Get some pickups. This is big. I mean, if he gets a proper tipper here. I love that he went for the drill and then immediately looked for the roll to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could see him. You could see him drifting out there. Just Puff's goofy, goofy looking.
Like poke him, see if they bite.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Oh. More of that. That was. Is this gonna hit? It does.
Okay, wait. We're in the realm of possibility.
We might make Meds plug in.
Oh no.
His GameCube controller.
Oh no, not when you're doing lazy side Bs like that. No.
The AZ Mountain Crews defeated Mexico and moved on.
There it is, folks. There's that round 1 coming in strong. Man.
So big ups. AZ Mountain.
Yeah. I mean,
win by 5 stocks to 0.
Just never closed.
Yeah. I think Axe is the MVP. I think he's got to be.
Yeah. Took 8 stocks. Yeah.
8 stocks.
Beat 2 whole people.
Raced the player.
Yeah.
Almost.
Absolutely. Really good showing for Bimbo, though. I have to say, took 6 to open things up. Mexico did some good work. There was a little bit of a questionable pick a bit earlier with JPEG coming out early against Axe. That was kind of a throwaway, unfortunately. But yeah. All right. We do have one more crew battle coming your way before we close out for the night and pass it on over to Nathan, Wasabi, and Rags for the after show, and possibly, if we can wrangle it, the Mog Magi grudge match, which I would love to see. I do hope we can get that on tonight. Mog having been tweeting out that he absolutely expletived Magi in the match. I know we're PG-13, so a little shaky. I can probably sneak one in per hour of runtime.
on that.
Yeah.
We only get one PG-13.
Yeah. So we'll keep it 9. Yeah, we can absolutely get on that. But before we get on over to Hawaii and NorCal, we are going to take a quick break for production. But I've been Studebaker, and joining me, of course, Blarg, over to all the time. Yeah, man, this has been great. Let's take that break, and let's get back to some good ass melee.
We'll be right back.